What's up, everybody? Thanks for checking out Hunt, Shoot, Live. I am super pumped about today's episode. No pun intended, but I do have this brand new pre-charged pneumatic air rifle. It is my first pre-charged pneumatic air rifle, or PCP air rifle, and it just so happens to be the Gamo Arrow. I've had this bad boy on back order for a little while. Finally got it in. Very excited to do this review and start doing some videos for you guys with this air rifle. Now, it comes in a pretty simple package. Comes with this box, comes with the air rifle itself, comes with your 10x mag, and a user manual. Some of the other Gamos that I've purchased in the past do come with the scope. This one did not come with the scope, though it does have this 11mm Dovetail groove rail on the top, so you can mount a scope if you want to. It also has a nice set of fiber optic sights for those of you who prefer the open. So those really are nice. Really nice fiber optic sights. I don't know if you can see those glowing. Really nice. Now, this is a pre-charged pneumatic air rifle, and it's my first pre-charged pneumatic air rifle. I've never shot one ever before, so my first one gets to be the Gamo. I've shot a lot of Gamo before, as you guys know, for those of you who follow the channel, but this will be my first PCP. Now, I will talk about the PCP stuff in a moment, but for all of you old school Gamo fans, let's talk about some of the stuff that we're going to see and know from our previous Gamo air rifles. I already mentioned that it does have the 10x Quick Shot Tech magazine. This is going to pop in on the side, on the left-hand side of the rifle, as opposed to the top on our old brake barrels. And once it plugs into the side, you've got this ambidextrous straight loading system. So you plug your mag in, and then of course you've got it pumped up with air. You cock this loading system, you're ready to go. Shoot it, you cock the loading system, ready to go. That's going to be good for a right-handed or left-hand person because of the design of that. So you see we've got a metal jacketed rifled steel barrel. This thing is 20.08 inches long. It's got the same two-stage custom action trigger that we're used to from our other Gamos, our Swarm Magnums anyway. It's got the two-stage adjustable trigger, 3.2 and 2.6 is what they advertise that being at. I think it's probably a little bit stiffer than that, but I've not tried this one yet. Another old familiar is the automotive grade glass-filled nylon all-weather stock. We've got that on this one just like always. Got the non-slip grip back here on our cheek piece, right here on the stock, and on the fore-end. We've got our ventilated recoil pad here on the back. A little bit different of a design than what was on the Swarm. Overall length is 38.98 inches. It's super light, coming in at a dead even 5 pounds. And your length of pull here is 14.57 inches. Now let's talk just a little bit about the PCP system itself. It comes with a 128cc air tank that you would see right here underneath your fore end. It has an onboard pressure gauge on it that you view by looking at the end right there. And your hookup for your pump, whatever style pump you choose, is on the bottom right here. I chose a hand pump. I've not put it together yet. I did get that from Amazon. I'll put the link in the video description, as well I put the link for this particular rifle. Now, they advertise that you get 60 shots before the air starts to go down. I did check out a couple of other people's videos of the Gamo Arrow, and that does seem to be pretty consistent. You actually get 60 shots of very similar feet per second performance, which is great shot-to-shot consistency before you actually have to add any more air. I will certainly, before the end of this video, we'll pause here and I'll put all that together, and then we'll give that a try, and I'll tell you about it. But that's pretty cool if that is as advertised. Certainly that would be more than enough to get you through a squirrel hunting trip, rabbit hunting trip, dove shoot, whatever you're doing, or even, you know, part of your plinking session. 60 shots is pretty good. Gamo advertises this primary use as for hunting. They indicate then that target shooting and then competition would follow that. So I guess they're saying that maybe it's not going to be as high. This is an assumption. I'm assuming that they're saying it's not going to be as high grade maybe as some other things that are available that you would want for competition shooting, but it's going to be absolutely perfect because they did give it the 5-shot or 5-star rating as far as for hunting goes. I'll also put that to the test either in this video or a future video when I do some group testing. I've got a lot of different pellets for this just because of all the shooting I've done with the previous Gamos that I've done tests on. But I think that's pretty well the highlights of it. It does have a 3-year warranty, so that's pretty good. Shoot the crap out of it in those 3 years. Make sure you get your use out of it. Now, they're advertising with alloy pellets that this thing is shooting at 900 feet per second. So that's going to be coming in a little slower for those of us who are used to the Swarm Magnum. You know, we're used to coming in, well, they're advertising the alloy pellets shooting at 1,000 or 1,200, depending on which one you've got. I think it's less than that if you're not shooting the alloy pellets. So with this one, with alloy pellets advertised at 900, I'm going to say we're probably going to be coming in at maybe 700, 800 range. We will find out, I hope, because I have had success with my other 22 cal break barrel pellet rifles with putting the magneto speed on them, so I will have another video where I put the magneto speed on this one. But that's enough talking. I am going to take some time to put my pump together. I'm going to get this thing pumped up, shoot it a little bit, and then I'll tell you guys my initial impressions. Hey, what's up, everybody? I know this is a major change of position, and since the last time that I had the camera turned on, a lot has transpired since then. And I failed to get a good amount of, well, I failed to get any of it on video, really, just because, frankly, I was kind of pissed off. So, I know the last that I cut off on the video, I was going to get it pumped up and I was going to shoot it a little bit, and I did that, and it would not hold air. I would unplug the pump from the bottom of the gun, and all of the air would immediately just begin leaking out. I went, you know, back and forth with the company that I ordered it from about that, and ultimately they did decide that after trying a few troubleshooting things, that it was the gun itself. So they've sent me a new gun. This is the new gun, and I have already pumped it up, and I've got 100 or more shots through this thing. So, small technical issue aside, the Gamo Arrow is absolutely fantastic. Now, you know, I guess I would be curious to know how many people who are ordering the Gamos are having problems like I was having. Is that a common problem? I don't know. I'm not sure. I think the gun's too new to be seeing anything like that just yet, or to be hearing anything about it. But I know this one now, with 100+ rounds through it, is absolutely touching bullet holes every time I pull the trigger. And that's with the first random ammo that I put in it just to try to get it sighted in. I've got my scope on here to be able to film through the scope, and I plan on hunting with this quite a bit, and it is proving to be, which I've only shot it at 20 yards so far, but it is proving to be a tack driver without even trying to shop through the pellets. This one is having no problems holding air, none at all. It did initially take me about 200 pumps to get this thing pumped up to spec. And from that point, I shot 30 to 40 times, and I really didn't see any performance decrease, but I really wanted a tight zero because this thing was just absolutely touching bullet holes, man. So I went ahead and touched it off, and I've done that twice. So about every 30 shots, I come back in, and it takes about 30 pumps to get it back up to full. And doing that, again, I don't think I have to do that. I've heard some people say that it will shoot a full 60 shots before you start seeing a performance decrease. I know absolutely I got 30 or 40 shots and saw no performance decrease, but I just really wanted it to stay crisp, man, because I was so pleased with how it was performing. I don't have any complaints about it yet. So for this one, I will offer this complaint. It comes with an 11mm dovetail rail, and none of my mounts, none of my scopes are set up to be able to do that. Now, I did shoot it a lot myself and with my kids, and my mom even shot some with the open sights that comes on it. It has a great set of open sights, Beautiful set of open sights. They work really well. But I like to shoot with a scope. My kids shoot with a scope, and I'm going to film through the scope. So it comes with an 11mm Dovetail, and none of my stuff fit it, but that's a simple fix. I got an adapter. I'll put the adapter in the video description if you guys want to purchase that adapter yourself. And that allowed me to just adapt from 11mm Dovetail to the Picatinny rail, and my scope mounted right on top. And it worked out perfect because I've got the clearance just over the top of those sights anyway. Now, of course, that's going to hinder you. This is, maybe you could find a Dovetail adapter that was a see-through. I'm not sure. And you could still use the mounts. I cannot, but the one that I got just allows me to be able to put my scope on here. And, man, I'm liking it. I'm really, really liking it. This is my first experience with the PCP, and I like it a whole lot. I can't wait to knock the heads off some squirrels with this thing. Can't wait to try some different ammos. My next video with this is probably going to be trying out different ammos and doing group tests at 30 yards probably. Maybe 25 yards, split the difference. I'll decide that later. But really finding out what this thing likes. But I was shooting a, this is what I had, these Premier Hollow Points, 14.3 grain. I'll put a link to those in the description as well. It was really loving them. So, man, the Gamo Arrow in 22 cal, this thing is wicked so far. It is so quiet, nothing to gripe about. But we'll see. Thanks for checking out Hunt, Shoot, Live. I have several videos planned with this. Some hunt videos, penetration tests, and all that. Appreciate you all for checking us out. Be sure to check out all our playlists. Subscribe if you haven't already. God bless you. We'll see you next time.